welcome to Eisen and Andrew's podcast. In the future, you may hear a different title for the podcast, but since this episode 1, y'all will get to hear the journey and experience of Andrew's or Eisen and Andrew's podcast, where you're going to be hearing about a wide range of methods to sustain and maintain our just overall health. We're going to try to share this in a very holistic, fun, fashionable way. Um, in a mental, physical, social, all those words that help us with just sustaining our mood. And I'm here, with Eisen. Eisen, how you doing this week?
Dude, it's been good this week. Actually, this week's been a little stressful just because of work, but hanging in there. I'm glad it's Friday. Again, everybody, thank you for tuning in or joining us wherever you are listening to this. Um, on this, January 20th, 2023 night. Again, we thank you for joining us. We are out here in Portland, Oregon. Um, if you're ever out here, let us know. We'll be here talking about maintaining our health again, maintaining our physical health as well. Just talking about our experiences in life and all that. Um, the first, I mean, like Andrew said, our podcast is called Eisen and Andrew for now, but it'll hopefully be called something else. We'll see what it grows into. Um, the first thing we want to let you guys know is whatever we say here is sort of our own opinions. It's also just something we think that we want to share with you, um, with the out with people out there. Just to see what our opinions are with the world, and maybe you guys share the same thing or not. But we'll be glad to hear what y'all have to share with us. But yeah, Andrew. I mean, for this first episode, I think we'd like to just kind of introduce ourselves on like why we're starting a podcast, and how we chose to talk about our mental health.
Yeah, man, I'm glad to help build out the awareness, try to share more of that positive news and resources within the world, since these days the access to do it is a little bit easier than when we was in high school and in middle school and things. Like, I know none of this wasn't really as accessible. And just as you was mentioning, you had a okay week sense of work. Who knows whether that work stress plays an influence within your physical um, health, and it's just good to have certain tools and avenues to like hear and share how other folks is maintaining that kind of energy. So I'm really looking forward to sharing, our lived experience of how we're managing things during this 2023. I'm sure, just like everyone else, the 2020 decade been a learning process, and it's going to continue to be a learning curve for all of us within this new digital era that we are currently in. So um, I think this is, the main reason why Ison and I decided to join up. Ison, this was Ison's idea. I give Ison all props for having the thought process and ambition to, like, you know what, let's do the podcast. And Ison asked me, I'm sure he's aware of, because I'm sure he ain't want to just do it all by himself. It's kind of boring sometimes to do things all by yourself. I'm an individual that's always been in tune on just health, physical, mental, emotional, social, just health, just overall. Um, a little bit of background for myself. I am, I'm 34 years old. I just had a birthday last week, January 12th,
Yes,
89.
sir. Yes, sir. Happy birthday. Happy
Appreciate it.
birthday.
Appreciate it. I am a 80s baby. I got the last year of the 80s in, so I'm still called a 80s baby, 89. Born and raised in Portland, but Portland, Oregon, and after high school, I left to live in the South for about 9 years to do all my education. Went to Tuskegee University. Got a psychology and sociology bachelor's degree, and then went to University of Tennessee for my master's in sports psychology. Well, it's a kinesiology, but a concentration in sports psychology. So it's just have a wide range of educational experience within the mental and physical and social science perspective. Of course, huge fan of historically black colleges and university, which is Tuskegee University with a HBCU. And for my work, in the HR area, I do a lot of organizational development work. So it's good to I have that organizational and individual development experience. So that's a little bit about myself. I'm sure y'all will continue to learn more about Eisen and myself throughout our podcast journey. And I'm gonna pass the mic to my man Eisen so he can share a little bit uh, about himself. I know he went to UP and he out here in Portland too. This is like a second home to him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, first of all, I want to let everyone know that me and Andrew are not in the same like area right now. We're actually doing this virtually. So just so you guys know, we're not in the same place. You guys might think we're all in the same place, but as Andrew said, just a little background on myself. I grew up in American Samoa, this little tiny island in the South Pacific, about I believe 80,000 people, maybe even growing now. I haven't been there in almost 10 years, guys. It's been a little crazy. But I grew up there since for 18 years. I moved to Portland, Oregon to go to school at the University of Portland like Andrew said, and I kind of just fell in love with the place. I had some friends. One of Andrew's wife actually is um, one of my really good friends from back home, and she was one of the people that helped me through college, basically. Just getting me here to Portland, situating myself here in Portland. So it was an easier transition, but I definitely miss family coming out here. Um, and just talking about sort of like mental health, coming from a smaller island, it wasn't something that was talked about. It wasn't something that like people cared too much about because living on an island, it was sort of a laid back type of community where there wasn't much to worry about per se, and it was mostly just go to school, go to church, go home, help with family, and do the same thing over again. So it wasn't a big thing there. And then coming here, it wasn't sort of ingrained in my mind as well until everybody on social media started talking about mental health. You see it all over the place. You see it in the news. You see it in the sports world, in people's lives, especially on TikTok nowadays. So it's just been that's kind of where we want to focus our attention to is like the mental health and also just how we deal with it in our own lives. Um, but yeah, that's basically why we kind of started a podcast. And sorry, I'm just going off topic here, but like now I graduated in 2015. been working in the sort of traction power industry, which is just electrifying the trains in the U.S. and in Canada. So right now it's been pretty busy at work, but it's pretty manageable so far. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. Yeah.
That's dope, and I think we have a good range of perspective, like island life compared to city life, um, engineering type career field compared to like on the social health field. So we really have good perspectives here for audience that's trying to think about what mental health is not for engineers or for tech folks. It's for everyone because we all have a mind. I mean, shit. I will hope everyone has some kind of mind. The a right mind at that, and to maintain that right mind, we just wanted to just share our experiences and see how folks can cope better. Because when Eisen was talking about him growing up on the island, man, he I don't know if you know the person, but I'm sure you remember the whole catfish stuff with Monte Teo, and wasn't the person from like
Yeah.
Samoa or American Samoa? I don't know, but
Yep.
the wide range of things that like when someone do have experienced some kind of event like that, how can someone really like bounce back? And I don't know if they really talked about that a lot on the island when you was there or when you used to visit, but you know um this I feel is an avenue for folks to kind of like learn how to deal with certain situations like that. So um, yeah, we just like to talk about the taboo things that some folks may not want to, or some cultures may not be feel comfortable to talk about at that moment. So we appreciate everyone continuing to tune in on this podcast, and we're going to have a lot of opportunities for you all to be engaged with us throughout our podcast journey too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And just along those lines, like it like our background. I'm like in sort of I'm Filipino, and you guys know Andrew is African American or black. He, our two different views can sort of collide in some ways, but also be very different. And also, it could probably be able to help someone out there, or at least give someone a perspective of like, oh, this guy's dealing with the same thing. Like I really want to learn from him, see what he's doing, see what we're doing, and just be able to hopefully help one person out there. Just be able to um, reach out to you guys, and if there's anything again with you guys, anything you guys want to ask us, comment, like and subscribe, I guess too. And but it's one of those things where we're here to just talk about our life experiences, and we'll see where this journey sort of takes us. If something, if you guys want to talk about something, sports, and just you know people's romantic lives, or family, friends, culture, anything, we're up for that. And we got a couple episodes lined up for y'all, and we'll see where it takes us. We're happy that you guys are all here listening to us, and we hope you continue to do that.
Yeah, so we've y'all heard a little bit about our little intro and a little bit of our background, and y'all can always email us with questions if you want to learn more, or just sit back and chill and just let the authentic stories just come. So, but we're going to have a similar question that we will ask ourselves, just so we can share to you all how we maintain and sustain our how we are um maintaining the balance within this week. I know when we first started this episode, Eisen mentioned, his week. It's been coming along all right. I'm sure work been a little bit hectic. How have you been maintaining your balance during this hectic work week?
Bro, for me, oh man, dude, it's not even that work is hard or anything. It's just been like one of those weeks where everybody needs something,
Mm,
and there's always a week in a month that happens, and apparently that's this week. But the way that I kind of deal with it is, I shut everything off at 5.
yeah, that's right.
If someone calls me at 4:59, I'm not gonna answer that. I'm gonna say, can we wait till tomorrow? I need to do something else than rather sit at my desk for another 30 minutes listening to something that I can't do because it's already late. So get shut off your computer at 5. I've also recently got into tennis again, so I've been playing a bunch of tennis with a couple of guys at my tennis club. So it's been pretty good, and then also just working out as well. So I've been working out on and off, but I definitely need to get back into it just because it's this week. I just I haven't been able to hit the gym, but I did play a little bit of tennis, so that helps me kind of cope with that, like long days at
Yeah,
work and stuff like that. So it definitely helps being able to just close that laptop and walk away and then think about like yourself for a couple of minutes, or just think about what you want to do next. That doesn't take not too much brain power, but enough to be like, I feel good. I feel like I'm ready for the next day type of thing. So that's pretty much how I've kind of coped with it. So
that's good. That's
it's
good, man. I think
yeah.
setting those boundaries is huge, especially those like work boundaries, and that takes a lot of self discipline to like, you know what, it's past my work hours. I'm done. Like, especially for managers out there or people that's on salary and things. It's okay to still have little boundaries. When you hit a certain time, or if your energy level is at a certain point, set those boundaries and commit to what you want to do to cope well. I know for myself, the week's been pretty smooth. Like you said with shores, like work wise, it's not really hard. Um, but it's for me this week was really I had a lot of self management. Like really, like all right, let's stop procrastinating. Let's get some development done. I got this training that I have to facilitate in the next week. So I just been working on content for that training. Um, it's been haven't been really stressful or anything yet. Um, One way this week I've been maintaining the balances. I just got back from vacation, um, and traveling for me is always good to reset and refresh and just maintain the balance and your focus for the upcoming day, week, year. It's crazy how it's 2023. Still working remote, which I think is cool. I'm a more on the pro side of enjoying the working remote world. I like
Mhm.
the flexibility of it. And so I've been working out a little bit since I've been back in town. I've been utilizing my garage gym a little more this week, trying to keep up that routine. But it can. can be hard because like that procrastination is real, man. You'd be like, am I in the mood? I don't know, but it's been helpful though. I've been in a good mental space so far this week.
Yeah. Bro, I mean, I have a garage gym too, and it's so dang cold out there that I just don't want to work out. Like I just want to like watch TV. Like I don't want to work out, and sometimes that's just what happens, and I feel okay doing that. But at the end of the day, it's like, man, I should have just ran for like 10 minutes or something. Like I should have done something, but
That
it never works out that way.
that is real though, because it is cold out here in Portland, Oregon. In January, I mean, at least it's not. It didn't rain today. I went on a walk and I was like, in like 10 minutes into the walk, I'm like, damn, bro, it's cold. I need to go back out inside. And when I do work out in the garage, I'm wearing like a hoodie, some sweats, so I'm making sure I'm warm when I'm working out. So that's been keeping me warm while also doing the body movement. It helps increase my body temperature. But you are absolutely right, though. It's not easy working out at home in the garage during the winter time. And hopefully you playing tennis inside, right? Because when you said he's playing tennis, I'm like, are you playing outside right now? Playing-
Yeah, yeah, we're playing inside. We play. I mean, I've tried to play outside, and it takes like an hour to warm up, and it's like that just doesn't work. But yeah, we play inside.
That's good. 'Cause I was thinking the same when you was like he's playing tennis. I was like, that's cool, but I'm hoping you doing it inside because outside it's cold.
Yeah,
Just like how you said the
yeah,
garage
yeah,
gyms is cold, man.
bro. And when I work out, I don't like wearing sweatpants, dude. Like it's like the worst feeling. Like I can't move. I'm not mobile at all. I don't like it. So I have to wear shorts and just a t-shirt and just like work out. But because it's so cold, it's just been I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, but mindset, right? Mindset,
Hey,
just do it.
yeah, but just it'd be like it's okay, Ison, just to put on a hoodie, man, and just go out in the garage and just do some just do a circuit.
Yeah,
I've been when I'm usually wearing some sweats and a hoodie, I usually don't do too much like running or anything like that. Just like do some squats or some upper body things. But again, too though, I'm not a person that wear very tight sweats. The gym, I know I see some folks, man. I'll be like, dang, how can you get some mobility in them sweats, man? I'm like,
yep,
jeez, but hey, different strokes for different folks.
yep, yep.
But that just helps with my mobility when I do wear sweats and hoodies. Um, it's I'm still it's keeping me warm when I can kind of move, but maybe one of these days, so Ice, and just like you said, man, you can just do it in a workout in the garage and during the winter time, man. I'm sure you can do it with that big ass
Yes,
garage that you have, man.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I mean, if you guys like us talking about our workout plans, let us know. Again, this is our first episode. We are glad that you are here with us, and we thank you for sharing your time with us. We again, we'll come back. We'll come up with some examples and share our life experiences about mental health and how we can, maintain that balance. For now, maintain your balance world. Eisen and Andrew, out.
It's out, y'all.